Remember how I kept saying that concrete is softer than metal? It's because I woke up on the concrete twice. I couldn't understand until today what had happened to me. I had seizures. They would come and check the doors every 15 minutes, but they wouldn't look in everybody's window. And I had 2 seizures, and I tried to get help a bunch of times, and nobody would ever come help me. My head was throbbing. I just laid back down and had more because they refused to give me my medication, because David Harris made them say, make her wait, because she violated an EPO that I illegally took out because she had custody of her son. And they put me in Linwood. They didn't let me go to my own arraignment. They wouldn't give me a wheelchair. They wouldn't let me go get my medication. So by the time that was on a Wednesday, my medication was on me. And they said, well, you have to get it from the hospital. The hospital refused to give it to me because I was nervous, scared, and excited. And I had Tourette's. And I kept talking about how little dicks those fucking Burbank boys in blue had. I couldn't help it. I was nervous, scared, and excited. And I kept telling them I had brain tumors. I kept telling them I was physically and mentally ill, and they wouldn't listen to me. That they just saw convicts and all the drugs I was on, and you're not getting any Schedule 1 drugs. You're not getting your Lyrica. You're not getting your Opana, even though you have it on you.
Always scared.
And then they wouldn't let me arraigned the next day. They wouldn't let me see the judge. They said because that morning I was having problems and I asked for a wheelchair to go see my public defender, they wouldn't go get me the wheelchair. They wouldn't go get me the wheelchair so I could go see her. And then when I kept asking to be arraigned before the judge, they refused to let me be it. Do you have the right to remain silent? Do you understand your rights? No, I don't. I don't understand how I can call you up on the phone and tell you that I was coming, and you call David Harris and tell him that I was coming, and he moved his cars so that he's huffing and puffing up that wall, up that road, because he went and moved the cars so we couldn't see that they were hiding out in the house so that I couldn't see my son. They wouldn't let me just see my son. They won't let me see my son. Because they put me in a psychotic rage. And my son says I forced him to, all the stuff I wrote made him gain 50 pounds because I'm the one that put that chocolate in front of his face. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
The smell of your burning skin.
I fucking hate being blamed for all the wrong things that go wrong. That malignant, narcissistic kind of attitude where you did this wrong to me, you did that wrong to me. I gave you life, therefore it was wrong. Well, I'm sorry you're hating life right now. I'm sorry I'm the reason you hate life right now. I'm sorry I was overbearing and I cared enough about you to try to get you to understand you have another friend named Ace who's real. And we gave her a dog and you never called her up to see how she's doing or to see her dog. You never got her number. That's how low you are. You never wanted to talk to Godiva. I'm sure you're talking to Christine's daughter again. She made fun of Godiva, and Godiva had to take a lift home. She was so cruel. And you don't get it. You don't understand how they're snickering under their breath. Some of them are. Oh, they feel so sad for you, and they're never not going to feel so sad for you. Especially when all those books especially when this media attention comes your way, because it's not here yet. It's not here yet. It's coming. I guarantee you that. It'll be here before October 31st. That's why I'm excited to see Evan right after my press release and my book little thing comes out. People still won't know who I am. I'm supposed to see a psychiatrist on the 31st. I was like, I don't want to see a psychiatrist. I want to go straight to court. I want to tell them what happened to me. I want to show them the proof that they did that illegally. That they didn't have a court order to my son yet. That he was mine still. And I wanted to see him. I didn't threaten them. I did not threaten to kill them. I only threatened to kill them one time. One time, I yelled and knocked on the door and said, I see your phone in there. You left your phone. I see you're in there. Let me see my son. Let me see my son. I did not say, I'm going to kill you. I'd love to hear somebody who tape recorded me saying that. I'd love to hear that. I'd love to see some video footage of that. I want it to be innocent until proven guilty. Because you locked me up in Linwood. You wouldn't let me be arraigned. Don't bark. You wouldn't let me be arraigned, and then you threw me in Linwood for the weekend. And you put me in handcuffs and put them on so tight that it left marks on my hand until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Is my playground.
And then there were still bruises. And then I hit my head against the window because my pain was so bad. I kept laying on the metal to calm my back down, because by the 3rd day you refused to take me to the hospital to get me medicine, because you said she's going to Linwood tomorrow. Tomorrow. She can take care of it tomorrow. They gave me hydration. Thank God I got there. They gave me hydration, so the burn of my nervous system wasn't as bad. I can't believe it took me this long to figure out the reason why I knew concrete was softer than metal. Because I woke up on concrete. I couldn't sleep, but I woke up on concrete.
These wild cows are terrifying, folks. They are muscular.
Then they were supposed to free me. Burbank Court was supposed to free me after I went to court, and they kept me another day. They kept me another day. They started to say, well, you don't have anybody to pick you up at 10 o'clock at night. They knew that. So they left me. They wouldn't let a lift come get me. Nothing. And of course, your phone's dead. So thank God, of course I had to wait until the next day so I could get out of jail and Linwood.
Which gives him plenty of opportunity.
They put me in Linwood, and I had 2 seizures, and I woke up on the floor twice. That's how come I knew the concrete was softer.
Si le geste n'est pas parfait, on se met en danger nous-mêmes.
I lost all my rights as a human being because David Harris said, treat her like she's scum. I'm a Burbank Kiwanis, and I get to treat people better and worse than me. I get to treat my daughter-in-law like hell because she was a witness to my son dying, and she was on fentanyl, and now she's not, and I'm gonna hold it against her for the rest of her life because I'm not crutch
Time
fuck.
to play.
I get to be that cruel, hateful bastard, and there's no reason for her to be having any kind of contact about him because she should go Greystone on him too.
Even with
But she can't help herself because she does not want to be left alone with her thoughts anymore.
To raise the stakes further, the
She
men
wants
wear
them to be better.
outfits.
She wants them to be incredible.
Whoever leaves the
She wants to see them both.
when they arrive.
That bull's running Spain.
But the best.
I want to see some of that. I do. I'd love to see some
Tonight,
bull.
the game is extra tough.
I'd love to. There was
These
this
young cows
one
are
rodeo
special.
player who was a blind rodeo player who told me about that. You see how mindful I can
Be
be?
a miracle.
You see how I can change my focus? Look at those bands. I wish I could have done marching band right. And damn, they're sexy.
Mais quand je rentre dans une arène, là, mais, je viens de pour donner le maximum. Je sais que c'est rien pour mourir.
La Isla Bonita. I can't think of the rest of the song, but I can sing the Spanish lullaby. I can give you that much. Look at him do a flip over a bull. I can do a flip into a pool. I can't do a flip into a bowl, but I can flip in your pool.
Et devant ce genre de
If I haven't a little diving board, that's even better.
lancé à 50 km/h, le coup peut être fatal.
If you aren't careful with the cow, yep, that impact can be fatal. No kidding. You think? Oh, good, you're not pregnant anymore.
C'est là où
How
on se
good
rend
is
compte
that?
on va dire, de l'importance de la
Look
vie
at that plantain bee.
et on peut, on va dire,
Her
approcher la
boobies
mort.
aren't swollen anymore. Good, I'm glad that little gem worked. No $1,000 abortion here.
Keeping the smallest possible.
When I found out that a dog takes as much Valium as a human being, I was like, wow. Or twice as much as I was taking. 10 milligrams to fly. So, there's lots of different things to understand about your influence and how far it goes. How far you can change the world. I'm going to put some of my photographs from the Ukraine up because I want to be happy. I don't want to be sad right now. I want to think about lovely things to show my wife and my husband because I still want them both. I want to manifest my destiny much like she's been manifesting hers, feeling me out. She's out there somewhere. And Johnny Depp, where's that fat saggy titty bitch that wears the pins and uses a walker? She's around here somewhere.
Voilà,
I know I've done seen her before. I need to see her again. Third time's a charm. We can get them saggy titties lifted. We can get them saggy titties so they ain't so big. Or maybe they're not so bad, they're so big and saggy. I kind of like them big old saggy titties now. They're kind of fun to play with. It's fun to play with, especially after you got your belly done.
To Mathieu,
Got that
it's
mommy
been a painful
makeover.
night. The show must go on.
Let me be Zorro. Look at me have my two wives.
Is a
Look
mystery.
at that inaugural speech in 2 years. Hopefully we can get this Cassius Clay off the ground
To survive.
before this election goes off. That would be nice.
More likely to face
Hopefully we can get this Cassius Clay off.